Hey guys, welcome to Paintapalooza. It's always on Tuesday. The time is always TBD. Today we didn't have channel membership because we're doing it when we get back from California. So we decided to start a little bit earlier. We're working on getting everything painted that sold over the weekend. We'll see how far we get. We also have Waste Not Wednesday, but I'd like to get the stuff that sold painted today. So that way Waste Not Wednesday, we could do some things that haven't sold yet, but we'll see. I'm using some paper from our paper subscription from 2 months ago. So it's not one you can buy, but we do have a ton of papers. And I'm going to be putting it in this frame. And I think I'm going to use gold to just do a little gold dry brush to freshen up the frame. And then I've got, did this sell or is it just in here?
Nope, it's sold.
I've got a bucket to do, and I'm going to work on the planter. Zeb is doing some repair work.
So I got to do, I'm looking for air dry clay. I can't find it over there.
Oh,
I've got this hole in the top that I'm going to fix. I'll show you guys how to do that here on the live stream so you can see it get fixed in real time. And then I also had a clock that's been clamped, needed a little bit of glue, and I think it'll be good to go. The pendulum and everything seems to be working. I just put a battery in it and tested all that, so we're good. And if you guys saw, I didn't pick this up because it was pretty dented the other day. And then Jamie walked by and she grabbed it. She's like, oh, I'll just put a little succulent in it. Well, it's sold dented.
So I hope whoever bought it doesn't mind now that
Listen,
it's
if they want it, just take a hammer right there to the edge.
That they don't want it planted.
They can dent it right back up. We were going to send it out with a succulent. They didn't want the succulent. This is triple plate silver. It had a big dent in the bottom. All I did was take this little Wagner heat gun that goes up to about 500 degrees, put my gloves on so I didn't burn myself, heated this up, and then I just pressed it back into shape. And you can kind of see right here on the inside lip where it's still got like a sharper dent, but I raised that whole thing up pretty well just with pressing on it with my thumbs and heating it up with the heat gun. I have tried in the past to move metal with my, I've got like a Bunsen burner or whatever type torch that I use, and that just blew right through and was too much heat. It melted the metal. So the heat gun worked to soften it just enough so that I could move it real easy and it didn't crack because I was worried it was going to crack, which is why I heated up. Anyway, just wanted to show you that with this little silver cup. If the person that gets it still wants it dented, just literally like whack it with the handle of a hammer or something. And
it'll be an activity and very satisfying. I'm just coming through with Golden Ticket. I'll show you guys up close here in a minute. I just wanted to freshen up this frame. It was kind of dull. It's got like a gray and yellowy cream thing happening here. So Golden Ticket is going to be just perfect for this.
I'll be over here looking for air dry clay for a minute.
Okay, that's fine. Good morning. Good morning. Deborah says, I've been painting things using Salvation Solution. That is awesome. I am hoping we get more back in stock soon. Both Debbie and I are scraping the bottom of the barrel for sure on the Salvation Solution because we have been out for a while and it's like my favorite. Make sure you guys have signed up for our text messaging and our Jamie Ray Vintage app, because as things come back in stock, we will send notifications. We have, I think, 1 quart left of Extra Bond, and that's it. I do have some samples I think I can put in stock today of Extra Bond, but that should be hopefully, I think Sasha, we saw her. When did we see Sasha? Friday?
Last Friday, yeah.
And she said it should be back in a couple of weeks, but I don't know if she had tracking yet. So hopefully that comes soon, but you just never know.
Oh,
We, in case you didn't know, our milk paint is actually made here locally in Utah, about an hour away from where we live. So on occasion, because they've been a little behind in production, we will drive out there to pick it up so that way we can get our orders out faster for our customers. And we drove out there on Friday, because she's only about half hour from the airport, because Zeb and I had to go to the airport to get our TSA pre-check just to make things a little bit faster for our upcoming trip to California. And we also did clear, so that way we can skip the lines. We travel a lot, so it'll come in handy.
This air dry clay is basically crumbly like a rock, but I think I can get it to make it.
I would get that wet. Maybe put water on it and heat it up. Sorry, excuse my sneeze. 'Tis the season. Zeb's allergies were killing him this morning. Hopefully it doesn't get even worse when we go to California.
I woke up, she's like, you gonna get up today? Because I was still laying in bed at like 8 this morning. I ignored the alarms and was laying there. And I'm like, I'm calling in sick. And she's like, what? She's like, I think if I did the video without you, people might think you were dying, because I think I've missed like maybe 2 live streams ever.
Yeah, not very many. Okay, here is my frame. I'm going to leave it just like that. I don't think it needs any dark wax because it's already got like that dark gray in the bottom to give it some depth. I'm going to go put this out in the sun to dry, and then I'll put my art in it. Although I think I'll see what it looks like. I might want something a little richer than that, but the pastel might work.
And I think the reason I missed those live streams is because I was off like camping with the young men with the church or something, doing some youth activity. All right, so this is going to be the approach. I've got this big hole, and this is hollow inside. We've had several of these that we've repaired over the years. I just have this paper towel wadded up as tight as I can get it. I'm going to stuff it in this hole, and then I'm going to super glue the bottom of it as I stuff it in to hold it there. And then I'm going to air dry clay over the top and super glue that. And that should be hard enough we can paint it by the end of this live stream.
Is there liquid patina out?
Yeah. And
Where?
Oh,
here.
yeah, I had it right here. And we've had them where those repairs, like I won't do it on this one because I've tested it in the past just to test strength. It's fine. I haven't had any issues with them. And it's on the back of this shelf, so I don't think it's gonna be.
You love the basket by the stove. Thank you. That is a thrifted basket we've had forever. And every time I find anything similar while we're out thrifting, I buy it, and it sells so fast because that style is just like the quintessential vintage kind of European vibe, and it just stores my fruit and veg, and it gets abused a lot, and occasionally fruit goes bad in it. Like the other day I had to get it in my sink and scrub it out with soap and water.
All right, so I'm just going to kind of fill in the bottom of this hole here. Oops, my hot glue's not quite hot enough. I just turned it on. Well, when that gets hot, we'll fill in the bottom of that hole, and then that'll grab this paper towel wad that I've made and hold it there so it doesn't just fall down in the inside.
So I wanted to use this paper. It's not quite wide enough, but I think I can decoupage it and then put something on the side. I'll figure that out later.
Okay, I'm going to put that up there while we wait for this hot glue gun and get a coat of paint on this. Petticoat pink from the DIY. This is the clay base. You can tell the difference. Black cans, clay base, super thick, high pigmented, no sealer. Built-in sealer, all-in-one, self-leveler, outdoor rated. Okay, that's the difference. And it is a big difference.
I'm using our Floral Gems medium paper, and I am going to decoupage this planter. Usually Zeb does all the decoupaging and whatnot, but I decoupaged, if you watched yesterday's video, I decoupaged that can all by myself. It turned out just fine. Also, I apologize for having the wrong pan. Zeb sent me the wrong pan, then he sent me the right pan, and I put in the wrong pan at the end of that video. And once it's done, you can't fix it, so
it's fine.
It is what it is. I also have if you watched
you guys saw us thrift all the stuff through the video.
I also have, well, some of it they didn't because I screwed up. I thought I was filming when I wasn't filming, and then I was filming when I didn't think I was filming. So I had to take very weird clips and try to put it together and then do some voiceover. And then I filmed myself sitting on my chair that I edited, in case you're wondering where that's at. That's in my bedroom. At the internet bouncer. What's that thing called? Not the router, but the thing that bounces the internet.
No, that's the router.
The router's downstairs. Upstairs is the
booster.
The booster is right by that chair on the other side of the wall. Anyways, that's where I edit.
So that booster, I don't use those anymore. That's the old system.
Well, whatever. That's where I sit, and that's where you got my little clip that's like, yeah, I screwed up. The video, I believe the video that's going up on Thursday has the right pan. I quadruple checked it. It's already edited and up, waiting for Thursday, because we're getting out. Since we're going out of town, Zeb and I are like on our A game. I don't know why we can't be like this when we're not going out of town.
We get doing other projects. Like everything else is on hold right now.
Yeah, I do feel like it's better when we film ahead. It just gives me more time to not stress out about like getting the video up. But we should be okay though, because we're filming in California. So hopefully when we come back, we'll have enough content from California to put that up for Thursday's video. And then if we film when we get back, then we'll be a few days ahead. And we have already filmed the Monday that we fly back. We have that video done, so you guys won't miss any content. Okay, this looks good. Sure, that's how I want it. I'm trying to like not make Zeb open stuff for me because I want to work on my grip strength, but that's not happening with that. It's too big.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, I opened my own OxyClean this morning.
It for me.
I did loosen it. Well, this problem is it's just too big and my hands are too little. Yeah, pink on the cradle is really precious. Are you gonna? I would do like a big transfer here on the end.
I don't know what I'm doing on the outside yet, but it'll be fun and cute for like a baby doll.
You can do whatever you want, but if it were me, I like a big design here and then a little thing that coordinates.
Well, I think did I thrift this?
I thrifted
this. Is yours.
Yeah.
I thrifted the we're painting each other's projects. I thrifted that. She thrifted this. Although you get the price tag over here still.
I'm not painting that.
Oh, you're not painting the side?
No. I'll clean that off later. I'm just decoupaging and leaving the white underneath because it works with what I'm doing.
Oh, nice.
Oops, and that's not centered. There we go.
Yeah, this petticoat pink is like one of the best springy pastel pinks ever.
It works well. It's a great, you can also use it like as a base coat underneath vintage pink, like if you want like a thick base coat before you put down cottage color.
So if you got that old baby doll,
we have a lot of baby dolls
kicking around, you know, get some petticoat pink and give it a
freshening
refresh.
So I'm using liquid patina, crystal clear chandelier. It is hands down the best decoupage medium. Do not overwork your paper. There are
it's very fibers
because it's quality. It's not just like thin garbage paper.
It is rice paper.
It is made of rice. Well, supposedly. I'm gonna have to clean out the inside of this too. But
I'm not there at the factory like watching them do it.
You're not?
That's what they claim. And our paper comes from Japan, so they're usually they're pretty good about their manufacturing.
The Japanese are fairly fastidious. That is true. Okay. I'm just going to cut this on the bottom. Are you selling these? So these items that we're painting today have already sold. They sold Saturday's thrift haul.
Yep, they're from last week. Usually when we do this Paintapalooza on a Tuesday, these items we're painting everything that sold from Saturday so we can keep caught up and get it to people in a timely manner. But they're not waiting weeks and weeks for us to paint everything.
We do have a lot of hand painted items in the shop from like every week, things we paint, things that not everything we make sells. So if you search the word makeover or the word painted, the items will pop up that we have done. I'm working on finding time to put everything we've hand done in a collection because I think that would be helpful, but hasn't happened yet. Everything we did in Monday's video, I believe, has sold. We dropped that off today, and we actually dropped off the stuff for Thursday's video, but that won't get listed until Thursday. Yeah, I want to get global entry, but right now, global entry isn't taking any more appointments because they've been shut down. So, and then when they open, oops, I forgot to cut the sides off. When they open back up, it's going to be a minute before you can really get in. So maybe
we're not in any rush. We're not leaving the country probably until
the fall. If we go at all, it'll be this fall.
We've only, since we've been going, we only missed that first year of COVID going over.
Yeah, we didn't go in 2020 and then we went in 2020.
2021, well, no. We went twice, didn't we?
No, that was 2022. 2021, we went to Round Top.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
2022, England opened up way before the rest of the world. And we were like, heck yes. And so we went to England and then we went there twice. Oh, I already put some on here. Well, now there's going to be more patina.
So you guys can see on this, someone had already sanded this for us. We didn't. which is great. It's basically painting raw wood. This DIY paint, I'm pretty much getting one coat coverage. There might be a couple little spots where the wood is darker
all the way
underneath,
down? No,
where I got to come back and do a little touch up, but I'm getting one coat coverage on this.
So I'll let this dry, and then I'll come back and sand cut the edge. That's going to take a while. And then I'll put another coat to like coat down that. So this is going to go outside. And I'll probably take off the price tag.
And probably do that?
And probably. It's probably
maybe. It's a high chance. If you guys see Redrick sneaking around over here in the corner, he's trying to go to the movies with a friend. They're going to go watch that new Mario movie this morning. And he's getting the rewards mug where the like refills are $1 or whatever. Forgot your mug.
Careful, don't touch this.
Okay, I'll get the bottom painted. I'm using it currently right now to move this without getting too much paint on me. But we're almost done painting. This didn't take too long. It's got a lot of sides. It's basically like painting it twice. Shelves and apparently cradles can be like that. Chairs, you got to paint all the angles. So on this paint, it doesn't have a self-leveler and it is thick. So if you don't want to see brush strokes, most people that watch us are like, yeah, I'm chill with brush strokes. Make sure you smooth them out real good, and then you can come and lightly sand afterwards if it really bugs you. But it is like a very textured paint, which we love it for that. That's what we use it for. We want that texture.
Somebody said, who's the brush washer?
Both.
I would say we're probably 50-50. I might wash brushes more than you, but I don't know.
Lately, you've been editing and I've been cleaning up.
Yeah, that's true. I've been.
We kind of switched roles to try to free me up to get more time over at the cottage, but we've had other spring projects that have been more demanding than the cottage.
Well, it turns out I'm also faster than you at photographing and listing too.
Oh yeah, that's. I don't know what you're doing over there with your wizardry, but I have not figured out any way to make my phone go faster. Like it's always throttling or whatever. And I'm like, well, that's as fast as
well, because I do one and anyways, but we thought, okay, I'll edit and then he can photograph and then he'll have more time. But usually he's still.
Oh no, I can edit just as fast as.
Yeah, no, but I thought you. Anyways.
No, but like I'm saying, like I can edit as fast or faster than taking pictures and listing the thrift.
Yeah, so we could swap back, but I think people like my editing.
The idea was you were going to edit while you drove, and you haven't been doing that.
It gives me a headache. Well, while you drove.
Or yeah, while we were in the car.
I am not driving down the road and editing.
No. So that kind of negated that benefit there because I drive everywhere. So she was going to edit while I drove.
I do think it has been good though because there are things that you need to do and I can get the editing done. And we've actually been more ahead on our videos since I started editing.
Yeah. Because
there's other things that you did. So it's been good.
Well, my day is like 100% full when I wake up in the morning. So
Sparks of Joy says she does like my editing. And I do make mistakes.
When we can. Yeah, Jamie's all about the 8 seconds, 3 seconds. She jumps you around.
You're going to get jump cuts. You're going to get a lot of zoom ins. I haven't done it in a while, but if we paint a lot of stuff, I like to do it's very satisfying to me to do the clips where I just like pull each item out of the bin.
I care zero about that. So I have to like consciously think about like doing that in the editing.
I care about you guys.
I told her, I'm like, you watch YouTube like a woman, so it's probably better if you edit.
True.
Because I will sit there literally, like she's like, your videos are so boring that you watch. Like I watch very technical, detailed, like I need to get all these steps for like reloading or woodworking or car part repair or whatever. That's what I watch on YouTube. And it's all very like technical, lots of math a lot of times. And Jamie's like, I'm gonna poke my eye out if you don't mute that video right now. I can't stand even listening to it.
True story. So we'll probably keep me editing because I do it on my phone, which is probably surprising to most people, but I do it on my phone. And I can edit a video in like 2 hours and get it up. And when Zeb used to do it, he actually had some
some errors. Yeah, it's when you're doing like 5 videos a week, I'm human. I'm not a robot.
Yeah, I'm not like, after my video's done, I am not watching that entire, especially on the longer videos that are like half hour. I'm not watching that again.
I used to put them on 2 times speed and watch through them just to make sure. But even that takes like when you're done editing, you're ready to just be done.
Yeah.
All right, this is going to go outside and dry.
I'll just do this on the bucket. Tanya says, I feel you. I hate my husband's videos. Yeah, I have ADHD, so I get bored easily. So I feel like if I'm bored editing, you're going to be bored watching. So I clip out a lot of stuff. And I've learned a few tricks of the trade, like zooming in and things like that. And I've learned how to, like, sometimes I'll edit it before I even watch it. Like, I can see where there's like a duck in the talking, and I take out all of that and it syncs it up, and then I watch it because I don't even want to edit it with all that in there. That's where I'm at in my life.
Okay, we're back to this. I'm going to just load this up with hot glue in here.
I'm just going to use this leftover little scrappy do and go around this bucket. If you want to price your Goodwill finds, there's a couple of things. One, we use reverse image. We look up sold listings as well as what's currently on the market. There's 2 rules of thought. Some people say you only go off of sold listings. I disagree because I feel like it doesn't matter what it sold for 6 months ago. If you can't buy it at that price, then you need to look and see what the current market value is. It's like saying, oh, I want gas from 6 months ago. You pay the price of the market. And no comments on gas prices. We are not going there. Don't even think about it.
All right.
Caitlin's not here to kick people out for being political.
So I just hit this with a bunch of hot glue and stuff that down in there. That's pretty well tight down in there. I'm going to make it even tighter when I stuff a bunch of air dry clay on the top of that.
I cannot go all the way around this because this is too, it needs to be more up and down.
So I was going to use the runner one.
No.
Around that top lip is what I was doing.
Well,
I was just going to go
have
around the top lip.
I have the cutest little piece right here. What do you think? What if I just do 2 flowers on it? If you want to do the runner all the way around, that might have to be you.
So what you could do, you could cut the top of this one out and just run it around on there.
No, I don't want to run anything around because it's at a weird angle.
Well, then I would just do like
I'm gonna do what I want.
I would do like 1 flower then, right on the front, instead of going all the way around.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
How do we wash our brushes? Just soap and water.
Dawn dish soap.
Dawn dish soap or whatever soap is next to the sink.
We do have brush cleaner that does work really well because sometimes your brush will get like stuff down in there and it'll dry out. Like this brush is probably about 2 years old. It's starting to have a flare out because there's dry paint down in the middle of the brush down at the base that I can't get out anymore.
So, I mean, dealer choice on that, but that's what we do. We just use the soap. I'm trying to see if there's any seam. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so I'm going to do, I want to do 2 on here. So maybe I'll do it on this side with the seam going this way. That'll work well. Could you do a top coat to DIY paint to make it have a built-in sealer? No, you can't just add it in there. You have to put it on top of it.
Yeah, just brush it on top and you're good. Okay, I got a little bit of water here. My air dry clay is been sitting in this bag for a while and I just have it on my fingertips. I'm not putting the air dry clay down in the water. I want it to dry out some point today. I don't want to make it completely goopy. Although we might have to, it's kind of just crumbling.
No, I don't know why you can't. Like, it seems like you could just do that and it would work.
I think you just have to add a lot.
Then it would change the property of it. So don't do it. Just, I have been known to
easier
add.
Just paint it and then throw sealer on the top.
Yeah, I have been known to add a little bit of sealer or paint to my sealer to tint my sealer where it's more sealer than paint. So if you ever want, like you're ever worried about it being milky or whatever, So this needs a lot of patina because it's ridged. If you're worried about being milky, then you could put a little bit, like if you're painting black, put a little bit of black in your DIY big top. Stir that up and then use it like a tinted sealer over the top of your DIY paint, and then it'll be nice and black without having any cloudiness. And always use a clean brush.
I'm making a mess with this half dried out. Okay, so super glue. This is the gel Gorilla Glue.
What type of paint do you recommend for painting plain wood handles on galvanized buckets? Oh, I would just use cottage color in any of the shades because that's a built-in sealer and it will stick so good. It'll lay really, really flat, and raw wood, like you're not gonna have any problems. We used garden sage on handles yesterday on a rolling pin. That video is gonna go up Thursday. So, all right, I think I'm gonna do echinacea.
Okay, I left it a little proud. I will sand that back smooth. We're gonna go set this in the sun. There's a lot of super glue on there, and that super glue will harden the air dry clay and hold that in there with that hot glued in paper towel. So now our hole is fixed. We're gonna go set this outside to dry. And you can do this with like fiberglass statues or bowls or whatever you've got. You can make paper towels do a lot of good work. If you put glue on them, they harden up nice.
Jennifer, if you're using our products, because those are the only products that we use, so we can't really consult you in other things, you can email info@jamierayvintage.com with your project picture and let us know what you're trying to achieve. Maybe give us an inspiration pick and we could probably give you some advice. We don't necessarily do consultations, but I'm happy to like help you out.
It's not that we don't want to help you if you're using other products. It's that we don't use them, so we don't know how to fix the problems with them.
Yeah, well, your best bet if you're using a product is to contact who you bought it from. That's part of a service. I just want to make sure this really into it, that they should be providing to you. I'm not saying they need to like consult you on everything, but they should be giving you information if you can't get it to turn right. And sometimes they're like, even us, we painted thousands of projects with our products, and sometimes even we're mystified because you never know what's on it. And sometimes people say, well, I did this and this and this, and then they leave out something and we don't know exactly every question to ask, but we do our best. So just email us pictures, tell us what products you've used, and then tell us what you want it to look like, and we are happy to help.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. We're going to go weathered wood and white wax on these and make them look like stone or cement.
You're welcome, Jennifer. And if you're not sure how to spell Jamie Ray Vintage, because Jamie is Jamiray, if it doesn't go through, if you go to our website, the email is right there on the bottom of that front page. And then you can copy and paste it. That's the only way sometimes things don't get through. And yes, I know there's price tags on this. I'll take them off. All right, my bucket is done. I'm loving the decoupage lately. Like I'm literally addicted. Wait till you see Thursday's video. I bought these.
That's an old paper we used too.
Yeah, we used an old A4 rice paper that we have had for a while. And I bought these double buckets. And it was a very simple idea, but it turned out so cute. And it was decoupage on a galvanized bucket. But I also painted it, but not all of it, just some of it.
Oh, this is old school, not weathered wood. So this is like a dark charcoal-y gray. It'll work the same as what I wanted it to. We'll get the same when I white wax it. Oh, I've got someone spray painted these. I've got drippy runs on the top of this shelf. I need to sand those before I paint over them. Not my runs. Kids ever get that? You'll be painting like a piece of furniture or something and you know for sure that it wasn't your drip, and then it shows up once you paint it and you're like, what is going on?
What do I want to do with this? This is not. What if I do? Sorry, I'm talking out loud. That's too wide.
She was voice texting to her phone earlier, and I thought she was talking to me. I'm like, what? I can't hear you. You're not talking loud enough. I was like across the room. And she's like, I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to my phone.
We don't sell previous papers from our subscription yet, but we might start picking some of the favorites. It's just hard because we have to print out, like, just printing one sheet isn't cost or time effective because it takes the computer so long to like generate it, and then the compute, like, it sets up the ink because we have like something like 20 different colors of ink. 12
different
12
colors.
I thought we had one with 20.
No, they both have
12 different colors of ink, which is more than you would have in a standard printer, so it takes it a while to get it mixed. Anyways, we may bring some back, but we just haven't yet. It's hard because there's just, you know, the two of us, but also I like to keep it just the two of us because I feel like there's some amount of creativity that gets lost when there's too many people, too many irons in the fire, too many cooks in the kitchen.
Okay, I don't know if the camera will pick this up. You see this like light little line where the drip was? That's sanded out now. So now I'm gonna finish painting that, but show you what I'm doing here.
All right, I want to do like a bunch of labels on this box to make it look kind of like, I don't know, an old suitcase or something. And there's a bunch of labels in Ephemeral Melange. So I'm gonna paint it with the juniper. We haven't used that in a hot minute. It's more of a blue green as opposed to garden sage. So it's a cool green. I'll just put this on here. And I'm not going to worry about perfection because I'm going to distress it. I don't want full coverage. I received my catalog box yesterday and love it. Apothecary and bird stencil for the win. Yay, I'm glad you like that. I should have, hoping my stencils for next month's subscription get here before I go out of town. So I think we're changing over like right when we get back. What day do we get back?
We're changing over Sunday the 12th.
Oh, okay, yeah. If I don't get, but
and we come home Monday the 13th.
They're already shipping to me. So if I don't get it, my manufacturer, she like uses them for me so that way I can see how they work.
She'll throw some stencils on some brown paper for us.
Yeah, so I can make sure all the lines are right. She does that. She's good.
Send us a pic.
Do you have an outdoor sealer? We don't. I use Final Finishes a lot outside. You can use tung oil too. But the Cottage Color, the built-in sealer in this is rated for outdoors. Now you're going to want to do multiple coats. Obviously make sure the piece is prepped, and you cannot leave it in a foot of snow all winter. No paint, no amount of sealer is going to survive that. But it is rated for outdoors.
Yeah, if you're going to, so like let's say it's like an outside table and you were going to do 4 or 5 coats of sealer on it, you probably want to do 4 or 5 coats of paint on it to get that amount of sealer that you need to have it be durable outside. And
you're probably going to, you know, like we have a table outside we did a few years ago and we never take it inside. I had to refinish it this year.
That was like, what, been out there since we had the pool, so like 4 years?
No, it's only been like 3 years. We had something different out there before.
After? Oh, we had those 2 metal ones out there.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's even been 2 years. I'm not sure. I went out there this year, sanded it, put some water down.
And the snow does sit on that like all winter long. It just sits on it.
And then I just sealed it with Final Finishes top coat.
We've talked about covering it up, and by the time we remember, we're like 3 snowstorms in. We're like, whatever.
Aaron says, thanks, guys. I love the tip of adding a little paint to your top coat. Yeah, for sure. With darker colors, it is a lifesaver. You can also, like, if you're painting black and you want a wax finish, just use our black wax, the DIY black wax. You'll get a really nice, creamy, black, dark, like, it just makes it more
And you can buff it to
pure.
a high sheen if you want to. So keep that in mind. The wax can be more than like a matte or flat look. These have so many angles. I'm going to have to come back and touch up my brush strokes because we're just going to jam the paint in there.
We really need to get more Ziploc baggies.
Oh, yes.
I don't like my paint to dry out, my patinas and my Cottage Color, so I bag it up. Zeb is not as good about bagging his stuff up. And so sometimes you were talking about who washes the brushes. Sometimes I'll be like, that one's yours. The DIY paint, it can dry on your brush. I mean, you don't want to leave it for weeks, but it could dry on your brush and then you just soak it. It'll come off. Are you going to Miami like my husband this weekend for MMA? No. We do not watch MMA.
I know.
I don't think we've ever even been to Miami. Maybe she was talking to somebody else.
Nope, we're going to San Diego, Encinitas. I guess it's Solana Beach is where this shop is. The old one was on Highway 101 on Encinitas.
Oh, we do have a customer that bought a ticket for Saturday that would like to sell it. Not Saturday, sorry, Friday for our Kobe swap meet. If you are in the area and you want to go and you need a ticket, you can email Caitlin and she can put you in touch with that person selling a ticket. We're not facilitating the sale or promoting it or any of that because I don't want to get in the middle of it. But Caitlin will give you their information. This is Juniper, Shannon.
All right. Outside you go to get that solar dryer going. We had rainy, cold weather and snow last week, and now it's back up in the 70s, high 70s today.
Zeb, would you see if my decoupage box is ready, sweetie? Fun fact, Zeb's clothes get holes in them, paint on them. He gets dirt on them. And I was like, we're going to California. We need to get you some clothes without paint on them. So we went to the Costco last night. And we had all of our kids with us because it's spring break. So we went out to dinner. We've been trying to have a little fun with them before we go out of town. And Zeb bought some new clothes. They're just plain shirts and shorts.
They're all the same as what I always wear.
I tried to get him.
You tried to make me branch out, and I looked at that shirt. I was like, no, I'm not. You can buy it, but I'm never going to wear it.
There was the prettiest button-up shirt that would have made his eyes pop, and he said no.
See how she started that sentence? Prettiest. I wasn't ever going to wear it.
Stubborn. Anyways, so he has new outfits that we're packing for California. I have plenty of clothes in case anybody's wondering. I'm sure nobody's shocked. Why is my first statement in gray instead of black? Maybe you said a word and YouTube didn't like it and it's holding it. If it's in gray, that means it didn't go through. I'm not doing anything, as you can see. I'm not stopping any comments. So maybe on YouTube's end.
If you use a word we have blocked, it won't let you put it through.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know what word.
We block a few words because we get tired of getting comments about things. So.
But I can't imagine what you would say. So yeah, if it's gray, it's probably not coming through. I don't know what word it would be in there. The rest of your comments seem normal, but I can't see it and I can't push it through. So.
Did you have all the brushes out, or do we have more brushes?
No, I'm sure we have more. Do I have it all dry yet? Okay. I'm going to use 220 sandpaper. Oops, there's a little wet spot there. Lori says, my husband wears things until they are beyond threadbare. I have to secretly hide things in the garbage. I do have to say, Zeb is good. He doesn't like to wear worn out clothes. I mean, when he's working on stuff, he's different. But also, like, not to be like, oh, we're so fancy. But we are on camera, right? So I think he tries a little harder than he might otherwise because he wants.
When we weren't on camera, or when I wasn't on camera, I wore like painted pajamas all day long in the garage.
Yeah. So he definitely does make an effort because that's part of our job. People say that it doesn't matter, but you don't want to look ratty on camera all the time if you can help it. Now, if you look at my old videos, yeah, I wore what I wore. Somebody commented the other day, well, it's a common comment that we look younger than we did when we first started.
I can tell you I am not.
I assure you I'm not younger. I have not done any drastic measures. I do get Botox, but that is not filler. That's another story for another day. But the difference is time. We had 0 time. So my makeup was not great. My skincare was non-existent. And I never spent any time on myself because it was not the season of life that I was in. I was raising little kids and growing a business, but our business has done better. And now we have a little bit of time, or I have a little bit of time to spend on myself. And I do, because it's something I would have done if I could have.
Yeah, when we started, we still had 5 kids at home, and Jack was like 9 months old, 10 months old.
Yeah.
When we both started full time together. Now we have, we'll say 4.5 children at home. Well, 3.5 children at home, because Harrington hasn't lived with us for 5 years, almost 6 years.
Delia's an adult, so she's a child, but she's an adult.
She works and goes to school and has a whole life outside of what we're doing now. And
she only is not living here because we haven't.
She's going to be 21 this summer. Like, she's not doing a whole lot with the fam. Like, we'll go on whole vacations without Odelia these days because she's like, I can't go. I got work and school.
She is coming with us to California this summer. Yeah. So you're crafting. Who cares? You'd think so. You'd think that, but it does make a difference. If you guys are on camera, a lot of
we get a lot less of the "you look so tired" comments. What is that?
So I thought this was just a tortilla, but it was the rest of my cheesy roll-up was in here that I made for breakfast.
Just a paper towel?
So that cheesy roll-up has a story. Last week, I asked Seb multiple times, and it's not his job, so he's not in trouble, but I asked him to empty out the slushy machine because I haven't done it in a while and I couldn't remember. And he hadn't done it, and I just thought, you know what, Jamie, stop bugging him. You can do it. Apparently I can't, because I forgot that you have to get all the liquid out, you open it and get the liquid out. And I just pulled the slushy machine, the top off of it, and Hawaiian Punch, that's what we make the slushy with, fell all down the front of the cabinet into the bottom drawer, which happens to be where we keep all of our bread, corn tortillas, our gluten-free tortillas, all that stuff. And so Easter morning, Zeb's making breakfast burritos. He's like, hey, where's my gluten-free tortillas? I'm like,
well, and then I was like, okay, it's fine. I'll just make some fried corn tortillas.
But we didn't have
any. And they were also in that drawer.
So then I felt bad. Not that and Zeb is really chill. He would have just had the eggs, whatever. So I went to the effort to make flour tortillas from scratch. So this morning I opened the drawer and I saw they hadn't all been eaten. And that's a lot of effort to make tortillas from scratch. So I decided to have a cheesy roll-up for breakfast because I can't let those go to waste. And that's the story of the tortilla. Tasty. And they are tasty. Caitlin's laughing at Hawaiian Punch tortillas. For real, though.
So I'm going white with this clock. I think I'm going to come back and do a dark wax on it and give it some fun age. It'll be tasteful. I'm not going to do full coverage dark wax. We'll clear wax it first.
Well, and the other thing about that is Zeb is my helper. When I get overwhelmed by a mess, which happens. Anybody that has ADHD can tell you sometimes you just don't know where to start and you get overwhelmed and you just are paralysis. So I have this and I'm just like, oh gosh, Zeb isn't here. I've made a huge mess. Luckily, Redrick was here and I'm like, Redrick, can I make some towels? So sticky. So anyways, I did clean it up and I have repurchased everything that was ruined by Hawaiian Punch. While we were at Costco yesterday buying clothes, I went down the bread aisle and got gluten. Did you know there's gluten-free bread in there too?
I did see it.
Yeah, so there's gluten-free sourdough.
I think I'm going to do a grilled cheese with the bread you made first, because that doesn't have any preservatives.
I also made kamut bread this weekend because I made.
We did rolls. Easter for us. Looks like lots of family time, and we bake the whole weekend.
Yeah.
And cook. Jamie made cinnamon rolls
twice, 2 batches,
and eclairs, and also the bread. And then we did brick oven pizza with some homemade dough, and I made a chocolate cake.
Eclairs. My eclairs I haven't made in 17 years, and so they weren't my best, but I'll try it again maybe. Maybe
well, also making everything with the kamut flour is different because it's got way higher protein content, so you don't have to use as much.
You have to edit it a little bit. Do you like DIY cottage colors for furniture painting? Yes, we do. We designed it for furniture painting. We don't paint as much furniture anymore because we sell more.
I like it for spraying furniture. It's so nice because built-in sealer, you spray, you're done.
Yeah, but it's great. It's a really good product for furniture.
We actually have some spraying projects now that the weather's getting good coming up.
Yeah, I don't know
We
that
might
it's
do
gonna
like
happen.
a barn clear out, and I don't know if some things might just be like, hey, we're gonna just sell these as is and move them along. But other things we're gonna keep and paint because there's a reason they're in the barns because they're really good pieces. They just need some love.
Sherilyn says, I was inspired you when the first video I watched you painting was a white dresser. That was one of your first videos. The first video ever is me spray painting lamps.
A lamp in the kitchen.
Zeb was filming me. He didn't say it wasn't a good idea. You're usually the guy that says,
well,
hey,
that
don't
was
do that.
before, like as soon as we did it and the comments started rolling in, I'm like, oh, we're gonna have to worry about PPE to do this YouTube thing and ventilation and all that stuff. And not that it's not important, right? Like you only have one body and
you should take care of it.
two lungs and two eyes and two hands. You know, those are not like unlimited resources that you have. So take care of them.
But yeah, so we've made quite a few videos over. Some people don't even realize we've been making videos for almost 11 years. We started a channel 11 years ago, but we didn't put out our first video till August.
Yep.
So August, it'll be 11 years of content.
Well, I had to figure out how to edit. Back then, it was like, what do you use to edit? Because there was not editing on your phone 11 years ago.
No. And luckily, we had friends. Oh, shoot. I really should have thought about what I was going to put over here. Where did that? I think I got stuff. Okay. I need to get a transfer stick. We had friends that did YouTube that were wildly successful. We actually were on a street of YouTubers. And if you go over one more street, there's actually really big YouTubers. Probably you guys wouldn't know them because they're more for like teenagers. But if you've ever heard of Brooklyn and Bailey and Cute Girl Hairstyles,
they were in our neighborhood.
They were a street over from us. We didn't know them personally, but they knew other people that got started in YouTube that lived directly across the street and around the corner from us. And so we had a lot of YouTubers and people that really helped us. They were more like family vloggers, and they still are. But April had a hair channel, Hair 101 with April. She's got quite a few. I don't think she makes content on it anymore, but there are a lot of good hair videos there. So DIY paint is not self-leveling or an all-in-one, but the Cottage Color. So this brand.
It still says DIY on the label.
Yeah.
But it says Cottage Color.
That's our line that we collaborate with DIY on. That has a built-in sealer. DIY is clay-based, and it's like chunky. You can build texture. The coverage is great, but you've got to add a sealer. The other thing about DIY is like when you do go to seal it, you got to be careful because it can activate that base coat and pull it up. Whereas Cottage Color, once it's dry, you're not going to pull up that base coat.
So I've just got this little zebra brush that comes in the, is it the artist pack?
Yes.
And I'm just going around this lip because I tried to get this out and it's glued in this face, and I like this face, so I'm going to leave it. But it's glued in, so I couldn't get it out without ripping it. So we're going to be careful painting around it.
Did you guys see how after I distressed this, I wiped it off with a damp paper towel? I don't know if I did that because you don't want any sanding dust on your piece because then your transfers won't stick. So keep that in mind.
This one I'm not as worried about, but this is just like straight up paper. I don't want to paint on the paper. This I can scrape off when I come back through with a razor blade.
I need to use milk paint, so maybe tomorrow I'll use some milk paint. It's been a while. I like to rotate through all the paint colors and types so you guys can see them. I'll show this to you as soon as I get the next one on there. I'm just kind of piecing it all together in here. I really should have thought about layout more when I got started, but like most things, I just jumped in feet first.
I have to lay this down over on its side.
I knew that clock was going to be a pain in the bum when you bought it.
It's all right. It's worth it. It's really cool.
Did that resin clock sell or no?
I haven't seen that it's sold.
We're going to try to get everything done before we go. But if
So
we miss
everything
anything,
that's
we're gonna
sold,
wait
I
back.
brought out. Like we have it out here.
Oh, okay. One side's done on my box. I think I'm going to put a big one on this side.
Oops, there goes all my pendulums.
What do I think the next trend is going to be? I don't know.
It's hard to say. Right now, like everyone's going back shabby chic. Last fall, it was briefly like fisherman core.
I think fisherman core will come back in the fall, and I still love it. I love florals.
It's more of like a summer vibe.
Rachel Ashwell is making a resurgence. I've seen her more, and maybe it's because I follow her more, but I've seen her more on social media. We have multiple Rachel Ashwell design books in the shop. So I definitely, if you're into design and you love to have physical copies of things as opposed to just seeing them on a computer screen, which I highly recommend. I spend thousands of dollars a year on design books. Some we carry, some we don't, because it's so much better to see things in person. Stuck down. So I think florals. Silver's making a comeback. We paint it, but also tons of people are coming in the shop buying the silver plate items. People want them. They look so good.
And not just tarnished silver, like polished silver.
I cannot get this up.
Which, if you see tarnished silver and it's cheap, just get it. It'll take you like maybe 20 minutes of elbow grease and it'll be polished. It's not super hard on silver to polish it. Copper, I think, is a little more hard because it tends to patina harder.
I literally couldn't get the plastic
than silver.
There we go. The hardest part about that was lifting up this plastic. Ever since I started using gel polish on my nails, it's made them thicker. And the nails are staying because my girl is my nail tech.
Well,
so.
She needs you to show up every week so that she has someone to practice on because that's part of her school.
I mean, she has plenty of people that would show up, but yes, She does need me. And I enjoy having...
it gives you some good one-on-one with her. I mean, she's
2 hours of it.
She's 20 now and living her best adult life. Like she lives in the house and sometimes I don't see her. Like she'll leave early in the morning for work and get home at like 1. And I'll know she came home at 1 because the cameras go off.
When I woke up this morning, I looked outside to make sure both the girls made it home last night. I'm in a bird and bird's nest phase right now. Yeah, like the things that I like, you know what I'm seeing is definitely more color, but not like boho is always going to be a thing. The bright colors, dopamine decor, all that kind of stuff with people that like bright color, right? Not everybody fits in that bandwagon and wants to have a house that looks, bright, but I can appreciate it. I think sometimes people think because we are more cottagey that we don't appreciate it. I love Debbie's house. It is so comfortable.
She pulls it together so well.
She pulls it together so well. And I love her shop. It's beautiful. But it's just, I'll be 100% honest. I'm not good at that kind of design. It's not something that speaks to me. And I can try to do it and I do okay, but I'm not good at pulling it together. Likewise, she's not really that good at pulling together French country. I mean, it's just what it is. But I think cottagey people are bringing more cozy things in, less fussy. I was never super minimalist farmhouse gray. Like my house always had textures, layers, white walls, but textures and layers and pattern. And that's coming back in, which I'm glad for because that is something that I like. Granny chic is in. I'm not into all the granny core stuff, but I can appreciate it.
All right, so this is that little tin that Jamie did with the leftover scraps from the Gems for the Garden medium paper. And it's got an insert still from the thrift store. It survived. So ready to plant. This probably needs another coat of sealer on it though.
Oh yeah, there's only one on there.
Okay.
You want to seal it?
I'm bringing more projects in.
Okay, you can just put that over here.
And the wind was blowing, so you might have to put down some of those as it blew it, blew it off the scallops.
Hand me that box.
Oh, you need
I'm gonna put it over here. And when I'm done with this, I'll finish those projects. Yeah, younger people are loving the granny. I think that they miss that like nostalgia. My kids like most of what I put in my house, even my boys don't hate it. My oldest son says that he's not really into this kind of stuff, but I know that his girlfriend does. We have some similar tastes.
Let's be honest, he's not into decorating in general. Like if it's comfy, he doesn't care.
Harrington's girlfriend and I have the same like set of Le Creuset we're starting. So he said when I die, he's claiming all my Le Creuset cookware.
Okay, this is nice and hard now. I'm going to go out in the garage real quick and sand it so it's nice and flat with the orbital because I don't want to dent it down in and mess with how nice and hard that got. And then we'll be ready to paint this one.
It's a good thing that I'm not a perfectionist because this one is not centered on this side. But it's all right because I want it to look like an old... wonder if I go around the corner with one. Because I could do that if I want to. Yeah. Take this label around the corner. We're frozen. Caitlin, are we frozen? I don't know if she can hear us. She was at a movie. Oh, okay. It's not frozen on the other end. Perfect. Thanks, Caitlin. I'm going around the edge on this because I didn't like that it wasn't like spaced. There was like this dead area over here. It's going to be raining this weekend when we're in California. The weather, the highs are actually a little higher here or the same, but our lows are way lower. Like it was 40 degrees this morning. It's going to be 70 degrees this afternoon.
It's high desert for you.
It's like in California, whatever it is in the morning, it's not that different in the afternoon.
All right. My paper towel, air dry clay, super glue, and hot glue repair is done. If you need to see how we did that, that's at kind of the beginning of the video if you're watching the replay or you joined late.
I'm glad he fixed it because that was my fault. I bought that and did not pay attention. I just saw the beautiful.
You just grabbed him off the cart real quick.
That's probably why the gal that picked him up the first time put him back. Does this need to be cleaned off or is that, I think that's in the varnish.
No, I tried to scrape that and wipe it earlier and it's not coming off. So we're going to just paint on over it, power through.
Kim says she's loving the color Pacific. It's a great blue. Yeah, that is a really good navy.
Yeah. It's not like a ultra deep navy. Some navies I feel like in certain lighting, they almost look black. It's still like a good blue, but definitely a navy.
If you ever have a navy that you do want to be darker, you could just add black to it, just a little teeny tiny bit, and you can darken up navy. But be careful because it gets dark real fast. Black is a lot of pigment. Okay, I guess I can't, I'm getting to the end where I can't really, okay. I have to make sure I got stuff to fill in the holes. Zeb, how will you handle that if the holes are gone? What holes?
Handle what?
I don't know. I don't know what the question is.
This?
Like the holes in the back?
These, I'm not getting rid of those.
Yeah, those are going to stay there so they can hang it. We'll paint the back.
I will paint the back, but I usually wait for the front to dry. Like when I bring that other one back in, I'll probably heat gun it real quick when I paint the back. Just in case they're going to use them as like bookends or something. Because that would be really cool on a mantle with like these as bookends.
Put
like,
some big chunky books.
Put some big books in there.
They have to be chunky. If you were painting a silver tray, what would you use? Plate hanger and glue? I would use those plate hangers that have the sticky on the whole back of it. Have you ever seen them? And you stick them on the back. That would work
like
on a silver.
Like a circle that's about 4 inches around.
They're like discs on the back. Yeah. Plate hanging discs. That's what I would use.
They work pretty well. We've found those in England a lot. They like to hang plates.
They're hard to get off.
They don't come off.
All right, I'm almost done with this box. This person is getting a lot of transfers for their money.
That's looking really cool though.
Yeah, no, I saw these and I saw this box and I had a plan. So sometimes I'm not as concerned about making the max dollar for everything. Sometimes I just do what I want. That's why we don't take custom requests. And why we don't do custom work, because it's fun to just be in the creative process. And when you paint as many things as we do, Keeping it fun is what keeps us sane. We paint a lot of stuff. It's more like playing.
I've got first coats on like 4 things now.
I know. I'm working. I'm finishing up.
You're finishing your projects.
I'm rounding the corner. Well, you had to repair stuff.
A little, yeah.
Well, I usually leave that to you. And that cradle's big that you painted.
That's dry out there. It's going to need just a hair of touch up, and then we can start doing finish work on it.
All right. All I need to do is put clear wax on this. But here's my box. I think it's cute from all angles. And I used ephemeral melange. And it might be like, oh, she used all her transfers. Oh, there's still a ton left. And I already used a bunch. This one has 8 sheets. So it's got 4 big ones and then 4 sheets of small elements. Oh, thanks. Lori says we're the hardest working content creators on YouTube. I don't know about that, but we do.
A lot of your bigger creators do treat it like a full-time job in business.
Yeah.
And a lot of them have like whole film crews and stuff, which, you know, that would be awesome.
I'm not ready to invest that because that's a lot of stress. And we spend a lot of money on food and kids.
But also, yeah, like, I don't know that we'll ever get to the point where we're not just like going and thrifting and doing our own thing, because having a film crew chase you around like a thrift store, that's not going to be fun. Well,
and it's just a different vibe, right? Like, I think our videos are very just loose and free. Even when we're painting and it's edited, it's like, let's grab the camera and film this. You know, it's like not a tight edit. And I think that's what people come to YouTube for. They don't come for the hardcore stuff, you know? All right, I'm going to start working on my decoupage. I will clear wax these, but I'm not going to paint the inside of this just in case they're going to be planting in it. I mean, I guess I could paint the inside, but I'm not going to. But I did paint the bottom.
I could paint the inside, but I'm not.
If it was mine, I wouldn't. So
it'll have stuff in it.
Is there an item you thrifted, made over, and regret selling? No.
No, usually those items live in our house for quite a while, and then we pass them along once we're like changed the decor or done with them. Or
I honestly can't remember. I mean, maybe there's been something, but I don't remember now.
She did just sell a big mug rack from Europe that's going to Arizona. But she hasn't. We haven't done any. We used to use it as a display in the shop occasionally, but it's been up in the 2nd floor storage for, I don't know, a year.
Yeah, so it's all right. It's better that it's going to get used. But then I sold it, and then I started looking for another one.
It just lived on the website, and we used it while we had it, and now it's going to a new home, and someone's going to love it. They're getting hard to find.
Yeah, Zeb's got to pack it up. It's too heavy for the gals. Maybe tomorrow before Waste Not Wednesday. Thank you. Caitlin linked the color of the month. So colors of the month, it's 35% off. It's the best deal you're going to get on paint. And Love Bug, which is a soft yellow, is the milk paint color of the month. If you do order milk paint, just make sure you're patient. Right now, they're super busy. And they're about 2 weeks getting us orders. And while we do keep a lot of inventory, especially with the color of the month,
through that.
It's impossible to keep enough to know. There's like hundreds of colors. We do our best. So it could take a little bit. Thank you, Donna. She says she personally enjoys the non-commercial videos. I'm not going to be over here saying I would never do a brand deal, like if it made sense.
We've done them in the past, but when they're like, here, use this glow face thing, I'm like, eh.
Yeah, I don't actually use one of those.
It would be something relative to the channel if you see us doing it.
Yeah. You might see a brand deal for a mattress because we need a new one.
But usually we do a whole room makeover when we do that.
Yeah, but then you'll get to have seen some room design if we do that. So I'm just using 220 and sanding along this edge to get a nice organic rip. And then I'll come back and seal it again because see how it's coming up there? I thought I was going to need to put something on this side, but I actually don't hate that there's a little bit of border around here. I think it looks fine. So I'm actually going to leave that.
All right, this is one coat on here. It's nice and dry. I think we've got good enough coverage. There's a little spot on this foot underneath I just saw that I'm going to hit, but that's not. Once I distress it, this is going to be fine. Oh, there's a little spot on the back here too. Okay.
Yes, I did. The bunny is in my mom's room, and I got the other papers, and I got the journal. Was there something else that I missed? It seemed like that was all that was in there because all kind of wrapped up the same. Because they combined a bunch of stuff that came in, which is why it took me so long to find it. I'm not the most organized person in the world. Oh, Cherie said use a little piece of the backing paper to try to get up the backing paper. I will try to remember that. That actually is pretty brilliant. Earlier when I had that transfer that I couldn't get up.
All right. I think something really fun and floral on here. Where's your box of transfers?
Down there. It's got to be just right. I do
well,
have...
so I want to do some on the back on the inside and on the front.
Oh, I was just going to do on the front.
Well, so you know
I do have
the
this.
headboard, you see them on the headboard all the time?
Yeah, you could do something in the middle.
Yeah.
I do have this one. It's pink, it's red roses, but then you'll have to find something that coordinates with that.
Oh.
Careful, it's got little,
those little
there's
elements.
little random elements.
This is the one she's talking about. So let's, oh, look at that. All your pages are falling out. Let's see if this other big rose one is in here. There's only two left. Oh, I think those will work great. One's pink and one's red.
Oh, hold on. What? That's big. I don't understand. You're going to put it on the whole thing here?
Yeah, here and here.
Oh, no, that wouldn't coordinate well.
Why?
Well, also, you're going to put like a bedding and a baby in here. So do the big
so
one.
maybe just like a little flower
do the big
up top.
pink one here and then do something little
I see
in
what
there.
you're saying. Little flower like up top.
Yeah.
Or maybe a
I
butterfly.
mean, do what you want, but
Or maybe a butterfly.
I'm just giving you some, you know.
Here we go.
Ideas.
These, by any other name, flowers might do well up top there.
Oh, you know what? If you use the white one, Seb, and then use that wreath there with the butterflies on the middle, see if that would fit. I don't know.
What white one?
The white one on the same page.
This whole page. Ah, yes, I think those.
But
will
not
fit
the
good.
moths.
Nope, we're not going to do the moths.
Our mailman is probably slightly annoyed about Bertha. Look, he has to like park at an angle to get around.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not our regular.
That's not our regular. We got a temp today.
Well, it's spring break, so maybe it's out on spring break. We live in the old school neighborhood. Our mail is delivered to our front porch. I'm not sad about it, especially when it's cold outside. I feel bad for those neighborhoods where they have the
big boxes.
holes and they got to walk to them. I would never get my mail. It would sit there forever.
All right, moths are gone.
But it's probably also why the post office isn't profitable, because they do things like deliver mail to people's porches.
We're grandfathered in.
Yeah, we are.
They told us our
never move our mailbox.
Our old bishop is the postmaster here, and he's like, if you put a mailbox out on the street, it'll never go back on the house. It's like, we don't do them on the house anymore, so unless you're grandfathered in, it's all on the street.
I mean, I could walk to the street.
Okay, I'm going to lift this up, so you might not be able to see me transfer, so I can get it nice and center, but that's what we're going for. And then I've got this element here is going to go right here between these two cutouts. And then Jamie's right, like once you get like a little bed or blanket and a doll in there, you wouldn't even see that. Okay, I'm going to go center this.
Well, it's because I know doll. It's not like you're constant. Have you ever thought about doll cradles? No.
I never played with doll cradles.
I stage them. I played with them when I was little.
And this is kind of like a vintage style looking rose too.
Yeah, they use transfers like little teddy bears, flowers, things like that back in the day.
Do you have a transfer stick handy?
Yep,
I'm going
I
to swipe
do.
yours here.
Okay.
So the DIY paint, we've been talking a lot about the different paints. If you're going to do a transfer on it, make sure it's dust free.
Can you pass me the patina?
Because it can be a little dusty.
So whenever you sand an edge, you always have to come back with the patina. You probably should anyways. All right, I need your...
Is this the same one or a different one?
I don't know.
There's another one right over there. We have
tired.
2 out.
We had some that got damaged in shipping, which means they've come to live with us. So a lot of times it pulls up because you sand it, but this got pulled up because of the wind. And I am going to clean out the inside of this, so don't you stress. I'm always pleasantly surprised by how flat it lays too. That's just like really wrinkled when I put it outside.
Yep. That paper goes, it'll pull up because obviously you added liquid to the fibers of basically wood. And so it usually will get a few little wrinkles in it when you're going. And then as the sun dries it, everything lays back down real nice and flat. Or not even the sun. You can just leave it in your living room or wherever you're drying it, on your table or your garage. Wherever you happen to be doing your project.
Well, I would imagine that our male person, we have a male man typically, but our male woman, we just had a male woman. I imagine that they probably don't get as much mail done because they literally, like the people next to us have this long driveway and they have to walk up the driveway, not drive up the driveway and put the mail on their porch because that's where the box is.
Just getting his steps in.
I'm going to just use my finger to make sure it's nice and secure along this edge here. And then this, I'm just going to let it dry. And then later I'm going to, well, I guess I can get the tag off, but it's mostly done. So ta-da! That turned out so cute. And since it's going to be a planter, or I would assume it's going to be a planter.
You guys ready for the reveal?
That's cute. Cute. You can iron the wrinkles. I'm just going to take this price tag off. You need to put like a flour sack tile, no water in your iron, and move it fast.
I also use parchment paper.
And don't push too hard.
If I need to get a big wrinkle out or something. Works great.
All right. This has got to dry and then I'll scrub the inside. I guess I can move this out of the way too. I did earlier. I got 3 projects done. Look at that. I mean, this one was kind of cheating. That was pretty easy. This one just needs more patina, right?
Yes, that's all it needed. I'd probably just do the whole can so it's all the same sheen.
I did 3 coats on the piece from Monday because I decoupaged the entire canister. So I really needed that to like stick down good. I've not used a Cricut iron, so I don't know how hot they get, Shannon.
We just use a regular iron, put it on the high cotton setting with no water in it. Emphasis on no water. You don't want to steam your decoupage. Can they see both elements?
Pop it up a little. Up. There you go. Yep, now they can see it.
I'm going to distress this just real lightly, and then we'll wax it up.
Okay. It's done. So 4 projects down.
So I ended up using, no, that wasn't ephemeral melange. What was it? By Any Other Name, I think is what it is. Yes, the new one for spring here. By Any Other Name is what I ended up using. It's got all those elements on it.
Do we have anything else that needs done?
Yeah, there's my clock.
Oh, the
out
sifter.
there. There's the sifter over
I'll
here.
do that one.
That's going to need a soak, I think. It's got that old label on it. That's been
We'll
there
see
for
what we can do.
X amount of years. Who knows how long. Maybe I'll liquid patina this. That might be faster.
They said it was so cute, very pretty. You do have some scuffs on this side.
That's just me
Yeah.
rolling around. I'm distressing right now.
Yeah. Well, it's because the paint is so porous. Go figure, metal's hot. There we go. I got that off.
After this, I got to go do some cast iron refinishing. We had 3 cast iron pots sell from the cell. I did a short video on how I do that. A few weeks ago, if you guys want to see that.
Do you know where that lemon oil got off to, Zeb?
Nope. Last I saw, it was in a box in the pantry.
In the pantry?
Yep, that's where I saw it last. Okay. I'm just kind of distressing it where it would have some natural wear from kids playing with it and banging into it and moving it all around the room, hauling it outside, you know. Okay. Knock out all of the dust there. I was going to wax this, but we got liquid patina sitting right here, and it's a great sealer as well as, you know, transfer gel for the decoupage.
We haven't done an image transfer in forever with it. You can put it on there. Transfer an image. I think the reason why we haven't done that is because we don't really need to, because we have so many great transfers and it's a little easier to use. Well, it's a lot easier to use an IOD transfer.
Yeah.
This is like really scummy. It would be a lot easier with lemon oil. And I know you can use Gooby Gone and all that kind of stuff too, but lemon oil is...
Did you not find it?
Do you know where it was in there?
Yeah. Its little box was like right in here. I shouldn't have walked in here. Now I want some candy.
Yeah. Easter just happened here. So.
There's candy everywhere in here. No, I don't.
I'm wondering
if.
Do you remember what the box looked like? Like maybe
it was just like a little brown box, like this big.
I wonder if it got put in the. Oh. Oh. You get put in the cabinet.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
be here all day, and I really do want to paint this.
Just soak that and do a different project for a minute.
I don't want to do a different project. Oh, this box? Nope, that's hooks. And yes, guys, it is time for me to clean out my cabinets again.
Yeah, about every 3 months, what happens is we run out of paint or we get other colors that we want to use, and then we run out of room to organize, and it all just gets stuffed in there.
What happens is we're creative and busy, and we're not organized, and it's just what it is. People always go, how come you're not ready before you go live? I don't know. Why do I do a lot of things? Look what I found.
You found it. Got put where you would need it. I bet that was you.
Yeah, probably. I bought it because my nail tech is like, stop using your nails to scrub all the tags off.
Oh, Delia scolded you?
Yes. So I bought this and I bought some scrapers.
But she kept breaking them. She's like, listen, they're not tools.
Oh. I'm going to let that soak on there for a little bit and then it should come off. I'll go back to comments. But Jamie, you'll drive yourselves nuts. Not really. I'm well versed on being disorganized. Okay. Do your children like to do craft projects? Yes. Jack actually recently thrifted a bunch of stuff. I didn't film him painting it. I took a picture of it and put it in stories. But he, and it's mostly because we try not to have our children on our channel like a ton. Like you might occasionally see them if we're out thrifting because they're with us, but because it's our job, not their job. But Jack did paint a bunch of stuff and ship it out. Well, he didn't ship it out, but it's shipping out that he painted last week. Because he likes
made some money so he could buy a present for his friend for his birthday.
Zeb, in your opinion, when does the white oil wax have the most effective impact? Dark or light paint? I would say dark.
Definitely over dark paint, and it or darker woods. Like if you're just wanting to like do almost like an oxidized lime wash look on a dark wood, like we white oil waxed all of our floors in the house,
and they're not
kind
perfect.
Of like an aged look.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like super white look. Also, make sure you're shaking the bottle on those pigmented oil waxes, dark and white, or the black too, because it can settle down on the bottom. You'll get a better effect if you're really mixing those up. But yeah, I would do it over dark colors. I mean, you could white oil wax like this pink here, and you're going to get like this really soft, faded looking pastel pink, even more so than it is. That would be a good use for it. But yeah, over dark colors. If you want something that's like gray or brown to look more like stone, I'm going to show that in a minute with those corbels, but not with the oil wax. It'll be the white wax, but similar effect.
I'm almost done, guys.
The oil wax, I feel like, sits down in the cracks even better than the creamy paste wax that we have from DIY. So it just depends on what look you're going for and what you want the end result to be. But yeah, I would use it over a darker color. Doesn't have to be like super dark, just enough that it's going to show off the white. Like if you use white wax or white oil wax over a red, you're going to get kind of a pinkish color. So just keep that in mind. Like whatever color you do, it's basically like adding white to it, and it's going to give you that effect. Let me really quick just seal the bottom of this one. I've got
it just gives it kind of a pickling look, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this was more than a sticker. The heat gun would have taken a price sticker off. This was a label that probably was put on here 30 years ago, half peeled off, and the rest of it stuck on and baked.
Or more.
So now I cleaned it with soap and water. I might even lightly sand it to just make sure that it's like completely off of there. Sorry.
This is going back outside in the sun. Super happy with how this is looking. Oh, we got some drippies in there.
Deborah must be watching when we were further back. She said, great job on the dented piece of silver.
Thanks.
So if she watches this far in the video, then she'll hear you respond to her. Brenda says they got snow there this morning. We got snow April 1st.
I was watching some guys this morning that it was like 0 degrees, I think somewhere, and they're in like Wisconsin or something, and they got a ton of snow. Like they're out with their snow blowers before they.
Anybody that knows me knows I'm not a fan of snow. Would you let McKay know that not right now? Okay.
Did you shake your head at him? Because I didn't see him and he was already riding up.
It's spring break, and so
the neighborhood is alive with children. It's basically like a preview of summer.
And we're always home, so the kids know that like Jack is pretty much always able to play because we're always here. But sometimes I'm not in the mood to have children over. And it's not that I don't love these children. It's just sometimes it's like quiet time. Jack is still at that age where him and his friends are loud and they make a mess, and I have to watch what they're doing. And there are certain friends that are really chill that whenever they can come over because I know they're going to behave. But Jack is he's like a reflector. So if he's with chill people, he's more chill. If he's with crazy people, he can hang. He can definitely get crazy. So there's some friends that I'm not. Just kind of depends. And if we're filming, obviously if we're live, I'm not going to have people over. My older kids have had friends over while we're live, but. I like to leave the handles not painted. Don't ask me why. So I have to paint neatly around that part. You could ask me why, but I don't really know. I just like the way it looks.
She doesn't have an answer for you other than I like it.
Well, people will say, how come you do that? How come you do that? I'm like, how come we do anything? They're like, what do you do with that? I'm like, it's decor. Like with anything. Why do you put a bunny on your mantle? It's not doing anything. It's just decor. Because I should start singing, because that's the way. I like it.
And do the dance?
Yeah. How would white wax look on gold and copper? On copper, it looks like rose gold.
Yeah, it makes it look pinkish almost.
I've not used it on regular gold. I don't think it would look very good. But yeah, copper, it's pretty.
I primarily dark wax over golds because it gives it that good oxidized age. Looks like it's on like the ceiling of some palace somewhere.
Yeah, our weather has been so warm that I have my flowers planted. I did when it got cold last week.
I brought in all the plants. It was like plants all along the mudroom and plants over here by the front bench.
Yeah. I did have a couple geraniums out by the sidewalk that got pretty hammered.
Those are in big cement planters. I'm not hauling those in.
Yeah. But when we get back from California, we are going to put the garden in. We normally wait till Mother's Day, but I don't think we need to. And if it all freezes, then we'll just plant it again. It's not a big deal. We didn't start anything early this year, so it'll be worth a shot to have plants a little earlier. There's a white spot on the side of Zeb's project.
Oh, there's going to be lots of white spots. I'm about to white wax it.
It could have been earlier.
Maybe.
Like, I never know when people are commenting. Yeah, kitchen items are good decor. Like this, you, I guess, could still use as a sifter. You just have to be careful to wash out the inside. But after we paint them, usually people just use them. You put plants in them and use them like a planter. Now, this is DIY paint. So now that I'm putting the second coat on here, I am not overworking that first coat or pushing super hard, because if I did, I would pull up some of the first coat of paint because it's water soluble and it doesn't have a sealer. And I never had a problem with that. And I never thought about it till we started getting emails, but I have a nice loose wrist when I paint. I'm not a uptight painter because I'm not nervous, I guess. But if you push really hard or you have a tight wrist, you can pull up that first coat. So just be careful, especially if you're painting something shiny like this metal. Laurel says, I put my tomato plants out yesterday for some sun and I forgot to bring them in last night. Oh, they're looking sad today. It's a bummer. especially if you went to the effort to start them inside early.
All right, this is the 1 1/4 JRB stencil brush that we carry, and it is now a dedicated white wax brush. It has been for a long time.
If I'm using colored waxes of any kind, I always use JRB stencil brushes. I don't like to use a big brush for colored waxes.
It's really nice and creamy. You can kind of see how it just kind of picked up there. And if you don't want it to be really white, clear wax first, because this DIY paint is porous, and whatever sealer you put on there, it's gonna suck it up really quick and just absorb that down into those pores, and you're gonna get less white out of it if you don't clear wax first.
I might regret this because I'm not sealing this first, but I'm just going to go ahead and put a transfer right on it. I'm not going to use this one because she's got her top half hanging out and I'd have to cover it. I know it's original art and that's how it came, but Zeb and I have little flowers and we make everybody.
We give everybody clothes.
Debbie teases me because she'll do the same thing. I'm like, Debbie, don't you put that naked baby on there. You cover that up. You give them a little coverage. It's the way my mama raised me, where, you know, everybody has a different idea about art. That's how I am. What, can you pass me a transfer stick? Where did you put it? What is Zeb working on?
So these are like corbel shelves.
This is a
painted. It's just painted in the old school. It's like a gray charcoal color DIY paint, the clay base.
Lisa said it gets too hot to grow tomatoes in Arizona. You just have to grow them in the fall and the spring.
So I grew.
And also you can put shade.
Yep. I grew tomatoes in Arizona my whole life, but we watered them twice a day and they were shaded all afternoon. And we have similar here because it'll get over 100 here in the summer. Like in July and August, I water. I have our garden on automation. It's magic. I love it. I don't have to have anyone come water it while we're out of town or anything. But anyway, I will set that to water in the afternoon once it starts getting hot. Because they will get super wilty and they will either produce because they think they're going to die or just die.
Abby says she's not interested in seeing clothing optional art. Well, don't worry. We just add a few little transfers here and there, little flowers, little butterfly, boom. Problem solved. We actually have designed paper and use like antique designs and stuff that we've worked with, and we've added floral bras and whatnot to things on the things that we personally design.
I don't. Jamie does that. I don't even use those designs.
Actually, the one time, did I do it or did I like cover it up for you?
No, you did it. You did it.
I did
the whole design, and then I came in and finished once you're like, okay, you're gonna come in. That was funny. Like, I don't even know what's going on now. She's like, Zeb, I found this art and I really want to use it. It's on the tissue paper.
Fluorite. I don't even know that we make that one anymore.
We don't, but we still have a bunch of them. Anyway, it's this painting of a girl and she's got flowers like all over the front and there's like a castle in the back.
Yeah, I did that.
It started out as just the girl and then the castle and the flowers were added.
In case anybody's wondering, Zeb is a very good man and he's super conscious about any kind of media that he consumes. And I appreciate that as his wife and the mother of my children, or the father of my children.
Yeah, you have to be very vigilant about that. Like as a man, I will block ads all day long on my YouTube. And it's like, why did you can click on why you saw that, and legit like 90% of the time it's because it says because you're male. is why you saw that ad. So it's just being pushed at guys like all day long.
That's ridiculous. His Pinterest, he actually put that he was a woman to control.
Pinterest is bad.
Pinterest is the
they'll
worst.
just put all the stuff in your feed.
And you guys probably don't even know that because most of you guys are women, and so you don't have to deal with that. But Zeb just finally started a new Pinterest, put that he was a woman. Now he does look at very man things, so it's still difficult, but it's better now since you put that you're a woman. It's not throwing that stuff at you. All right, I'm going to lightly distress this because I like to bring back some of the cups and measurements on here. We were in Payson. We're from Prescott. I don't know. Were you talking about that we were from Prescott earlier? I think I was deep in.
I just said we lived in Arizona. Oh, maybe they're saying they're trying to grow tomatoes in Payson.
Yeah, we lived in Prescott.
So I lived in Mesa as a kid. Still grew tomatoes there, and it's 120 in the summer sometimes. Monsoon season and humid.
I want this to look like an old label, so I'm lightly distressing it. Not a lot because I don't want to pull it off.
Yeah, you gotta do some special things to grow them, but you can get it done. You know, I always thought, like, growing up, you know, you drive up through Payson and it's pines and stuff, but it's pretty deserty in Payson. I did a whole demo on a house with a friend one summer in Payson. We got paid to tear the whole house down and just take it back down to like the foundation. So we weren't being careful or anything. We saved a few elements and stuff that the owners wanted. Yeah, I was like 15 when I went and helped them, but I have never been like on the verge of dehydration more than when I worked in Payson that summer.
Oh, when you worked in Tucson?
No. Well, Tucson, I just couldn't drink enough water in Tucson. I sweat it all out so fast. Like I would literally get waterlogged and my body couldn't process the water fast enough to keep me from getting overheated when I was in Tucson working construction. I sweat a lot.
Look how cute that is, guys.
I'm a sweaty guy.
And I'm going to seal it up. So use DIY, I've got to seal the whole thing, which I probably would anyways because I want the sheen to be the same. And I could use wax, but I've already got this out. And the nice thing about using a liquid sealer over DIY is I won't have to wait 24 hours to buff it and for the sheen to calm down because sometimes it'll like get a little splotchy with the wax. This, as soon as it's dry, it'll be all even.
Okay, we got this painted with old school. We got the DIY white wax, and I just put this on. It's already starting to, we probably will distress back to some of that cream color that it started with. But it's already not wanting to come off because that paint has soaked it in so
Is this
quickly.
the last project, Zeb?
I don't know, maybe.
You got your clock over there.
I got to paint the back of my clock white and distress that clock.
All right, well, I'll keep working because we got to get this finished.
And there's the cradles getting done out there, and I have one more corbel to wax. But all right, so you guys can see we're getting some white back from that original creamy color. And if it's more than you want, you can come back with some. So you see how it's kind of getting a sheen because I'm going over it multiple times. You can come back with clear wax and try to pull some of this back, but it's not like a fail proof going to get it all off and result when you do the clear wax. So just keep that in mind.
You should not put transfers over wax once it's cured. Have I done it? Yeah. Like when it's been cured like a couple of years, but it's not best practice. I had a desk. I did it too. It depends on how much wax was there. If you live somewhere where it's humid, how hard it was buffed, things like that. But if you want to, you could take off the wax with mineral spirits, and then that also might take off some of your paint. So dealer choice on that. It's not suggested. Have I done it? Yeah. But I'm also not going to complain if it doesn't turn out because I knew what I was doing. Donna says the clear wax, then dark colored wax is a game changer for me.
Yep.
Another thing, like if you just use dark oil wax over milk paint, it's less harsh than like dark DIY wax. Oil wax is a little bit softer over the milk paint. The DIY paint, that paint is the most porous
absorb
paint.
it.
Why is this like wound around it? I have no idea.
So I'm getting like a little distressed look because this wax is fresh. It hasn't cured at all. And it's fresh enough, it's activated this clay paint enough. So when I push hard, I'm pulling some of that off, which I am liking the look. That's why I didn't distress it beforehand, because I knew I was going to get some of this back off when I buffed this down. So detailed, it's like tearing my paper towel. You can use just a regular rag. Oh, just hit it with the sander real quick. Is it like crusty glued on?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to see if I can activate the glue and get it off this way, but I don't know.
Are you painting it?
Yeah.
Let me just go take it out and orbital it.
Yeah.
Okay. I need my other.
What can I do for you?
My other corbel needs waxed.
Your other corbel needs waxed? Okay. Let me just get these tags off here.
So that's the look. And it'll, as the wax dries more, it'll calm down some.
Are any of Zeb's friends DIYers?
Friends?
Jacob is really good at like using his he's a good sewing.
He does like
3D
a lot
printing,
of like
design
cosplay
work.
type DIYs. Like he'll 3D print himself props and stuff.
But he doesn't live close by. Zeb and I don't really have like, other than family, like we don't have people we hang out with on a regular basis.
My
Jacob
brother's
is
fairly
family.
crafty.
I mean, he's not biologically family, but we've known him I've known him almost his whole life.
I've known him since he was like 9.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna leave this here for you. Where's the other one? Is it outside?
It's outside. It just needs white waxed, and I'll go take that out when you're back and do the orbital. All right, maybe show them the before and after on this too, so they can see.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
What it looked like just painted with old school. I maybe show them close because back here you can't really see the detail. All right, I'm gonna go sand this. Yep.
This is before and after wax. And you can also see that the old school gets darker too because the paint when it's waxed gets darker or it's buffed off. Did you just go straight white wax, sweetie?
Yeah.
Okay.
You might want to buff off as you go because it was getting pretty hard to rub off.
Okay. What cottage color would mix the best to make weathered wood? Provincial and probably anvil, maybe. Well, you could get close with that, I would think, but very little anvil. Oh, hey, Patsy, new member. Make sure you're checking out the membership tab, and that's where you'll find our live videos, which the next live video is going to be Tuesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time next week when we get back from California. I've actually been thinking about changing the live videos to noon for channel membership because sometimes we thrift on Tuesdays. And when we thrift on Tuesdays, it doesn't work very well to thrift later. But if we did noon, then we could thrift and then go live afterwards. So I'll make a note. Like if we do change the time, I'll let you guys know. It's not going to happen next Tuesday because we will just be getting back Monday night. And we will already have Thursday's video filmed while we're in California. We're going to film it. So we won't need to thrift on Tuesday. But after that video, I might switch it to noon for channel membership. And on Facebook, it's called JRV subscribers. Yeah, if we had a mail slot, our mail would directly go through our front door. We have neighbors with mail slots. When you waxed yours, did it pull back to some of the light color underneath? Is that okay?
Yep.
Because it's warm still, so it's kind of.
Yep. I showed him that it distressed it a little because I knew it was going to do that, so I didn't distress him beforehand.
Okay.
Just a couple little chunks I couldn't get by this seam over here.
I'll hand this back to you. and paint that.
I know how you love waxing.
I don't hate it. I
You
just
just
don't like
the
the feeling
way
of
it
my
makes your
hand.
hands feel afterwards. Oh, that's a lot warmer. That's going to be easier to wax or pull back. All right, I'll trade.
Just may look different, so I'll give it to you. Yeah, it was warm in the sun. All right, I do need to clean out the inside.
I might come back through and do like a whole clear wax on that and this one. Oh man, it was really warm. Yeah, you're getting a lot more.
You know what I really need to do after tomorrow? I'm going to speak when we're done painting for the week. My sink is getting a scrub. I don't wash my paintbrushes in here, but we do clean everything in the sink, and the sink is really dirty. There were a few paintbrushes that got washed in here the other day. Kelly was here on Saturday, and she's like, it's okay if I wash my brushes in here, right? And she already had them in there. I'm like, oh, not my sink from England. But I didn't say that. I don't want to make her feel bad. We usually wash in our half bath because that sink was $5 at Habitat for Humanity.
And it has a crack in it already.
Yeah.
It probably needs replaced.
Our
It had a crack when we put it in. I'm like, oh, this has a crack, but I'd already like glued it in. So I was like, it's not leaking. It's fine.
No, you don't want to decoupage. You wax is the last thing you do. So you do not,
if you've waxed,
you're done.
Unless you mineral spirits or sand that off, like that's the last step.
Think oil and water. You don't want
wax has to breathe.
Yeah, it needs to breathe.
Now, the oil waxes dry hard like a resin. So once they're like cured 30 days, oil waxes you can. But like this paste wax, it needs to breathe its whole life.
Yeah, you don't want to put something underneath it and have it breathing because then the contact adhesive that you use to put the decoupage is going to come off. Or if you put a transfer over wax and it's off-gassing and breathing, then the transfer is going to peel up. Now, does it mean every time, like, I did it once and it was fine? No, sometimes it's fine. But we got to give you best practice because I don't want to give you information that's going to, I want to give you the most opportunity for success.
We don't want to give Caitlin an eye twitch because we're telling people wrong things. Because she has to deal with it on the back end when you guys.
Caitlin is our full-time customer service manager, and she's the first line of defense when an email comes in, and she'll respond to you. And then if she doesn't know the answer, then we do. I said I was going to paint the outside, but I don't really want to. I think it looks okay.
I don't know. I sanded it pretty good with 80 grit.
I'll paint it.
Just zip that off of there. Oh, I didn't paint the back of this. Goodness, maybe that's what they were talking about. They're like, hey, he missed the whole side.
I don't want to paint the inside of this lip, so I'm try to be careful around these handles.
And I missed some spots there. They were right. This one had some spots missing. Luckily, I haven't waxed there yet. So when we were in California, Jamie's like, do you need a new, we were at the Costco getting me my new shorts and stuff that didn't have paint on. Most of my stuff has like little flecks of paint or whatever, because I'll just wear whatever, like these shorts here, mostly unpainted, and then they got a random spot of paint there. Everything becomes paint clothes sooner than later. And I didn't really have any that weren't paint clothes. She's like, you need some new clothes. So we went to Costco. Anyway, we were looking at swimsuits because they have those there now. And I'm like, you think we're going to actually make it to the beach? She's like, well, I'm going to tell Debbie that I want to go to the beach because unless I make her go to the beach, she doesn't go to the beach ever, really.
Well, she does, but not usually when we're there. Like
Yeah.
she'll go with Ellie and the baby and stuff. But if the weather's bad, then I guess we won't make it.
I mean, it's going to be like 62 and stormy. We were swimming in the ocean in January.
We spend a couple weeks a year in California, like for vacation. I mean, we wind up working while we're there, so we'll make it back to the beach. We'll be back there this summer. About a 10-hour. People say it's not a 10-hour drive. I promise you, we drive it all the time. It's 11 if you stop a lot, but you can get to California in 10 hours from our house. We actually contemplated
to the beach.
Yeah, to the beach in 10 hours. We usually are driving not during rush hour. Somebody said their husband, it took them 10 hours to get to St. George. Actually, more than 10 hours to get to St. George.
Depending on when you're driving, though, like with that.
But he said he traveled all the time, and it was all. I was like, listen, he was stopping in Vegas. He just wasn't telling you because we do it all the time. We thought about, because of the TSA stuff, we thought about driving to California this time, but things are getting better, and we got the TSA pre-check and the clear, so we're just going to fly. Donna says crafting with friends is helpful as well as fun. It's fun to craft.
It's always better when you got someone to chat to and hang out with and bounce ideas off from. Like, what do you think about this? Or, so hey, hold this there so that I can glue this down, you know.
This is the last project, yeah?
I got the clock I need to finish.
I'm just like the last one that needs to get started.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Of the stuff that's sold.
Ava is excited she got her April paper subscription. That's awesome.
Nice.
I'm hoping that you guys that sign up for the subscriptions, that it keeps you motivated to keep crafting because something fun is coming every month.
A lot of them are designed, even if you just want to like throw them in like a little 8x10 frame you found at the thrift store for $2.
Yeah. We have a ton of resellers that tell us that we've helped them get through their death pile of stuff because they sign up for the paper and they sign up for the stencil. They're committed to using it, and every month they pull stuff out that they've been hoarding for a while and get it done and into their booth. Because you can't make any money on stuff that's just sitting, hiding, unfinished.
Well, and the stencils are especially good value because once you have those, I mean, I've maybe worn out like 3 stencils ever.
Yeah. The paper, once it's used, it's used. But those stencils, you can build up a great varied collection of stencils you can use on flips. And if you keep them organized, you know what you've got. All Spruced Up said that she's ripping out carpet today, so thanks for the distraction. It's much harder than I thought it would be.
Oh, carpet's
hard. It's dirty. It's heavy.
Carpet and old vinyl.
Oh, yeah.
Like the roll-out glue down vinyl.
Put glue in spots that you're like, why is that there? And then the tack strips, if you're taking out those too, it's no bueno.
I'm going to do some clear waxing on these now because I want to kind of even them out a little bit.
Because we had carpet in this part of the house when we bought it.
Yep.
We had to rip out. I mean, that was a long time ago. This summer, it will be 7 years, right? About 2019 since we bought the house.
July 6th is when we closed, actually.
And we came straight over and started ripping stuff out.
Like, I got the keys and we pulled some stuff out. Like that evening, we had like half the walls like down to bare studs in this old part of the house.
We were so excited.
I pretty much worked on it like that through
until we were waiting for the foundation work and stuff. That's honestly, we did this whole house and the addition in 18 months, mostly by ourselves in our spare time. And we would have been faster if the demo that we hired out for that side and the foundation had been done on time. Like it was supposed to be done by Thanksgiving and it got done by after Easter. That's
well,
all right.
I remember ordering my lumber package in April and it came pretty quick and I got my trusses and everything.
Yep.
Clear wax going back on here. This is gonna like pull it out a little bit and make it so that I can move this around and even it out.
I've got 2 coats in here. I've got good coverage of the juniper. So I'm going to paint this outside again, and then I will heat gun this. I'll put transfer on it.
I wouldn't normally do this, but it's got so many like highs and lows with all of the detail on here. I kind of want to just make it more uniform.
Gypsy says she got our rose medium paper. It's so pretty. Thank you.
That's one of my favorites.
Stay tuned for more shabby chic coming because I love it. It's been wildly popular. So lots of shabby chic patterns, pattern play coming.
Let's just say I had to order paper 1 time last year, and I've already ordered paper twice since this release.
Yeah, because well, we came out with more larger papers too.
Yep.
And we figured out how to ship the really large paper. We got the boxes for it. We got the big bags for it. So we will definitely be coming out with more of the large size designs the next time. We're kind of
We need to get it like a dresser and show people how to use the large stuff in like drawers.
We were conservative with what we designed this time just to make sure that we could indeed get it shipped correctly.
Yeah, we ended up with 3 designs. Mostly because we were using them in frames, and then we're like, hey, those would be cool on drawers or dressers or all kinds of things. Okay, I have a clock that's out there that I painted. I need to finish that, and then I think we'll be about done.
Nope, I'm just going to heat gun this carefully so I don't bubble it. And then I'm going to put a transfer in here and then seal this up. And then the other thing I have to wax is that box back there. You could pour resin in a tray like this.
So I actually have a tray like.
Oh, sorry, it was lagging. We're good.
That I got that I'm going to do a resin pour probably when we get back. So maybe Thursday's video if we have projects for that.
We'll see because we might be shipping stuff back. We'll see what fits in our suitcases. I'm debating on like we don't need 2 full-size suitcases and it's $35 to get it there, but I don't want to buy any suitcases while we're in California because we have so many. So I might have mostly
put
empty
it in a box and UPS it.
Yeah, we could do that. But I might also just bring them full of packing material because Debbie will let us use her stuff, but we get it really like packing material is more expensive in California than it is here. So it might be worth it to just fill it up with peanuts and bubble wrap and foam like we do when we go to England.
She always sends us back with like, she's like, I'm never going to use this or fix it up. It's been in my
well, and anything big, she said we can leave out by her Connex and cover it up because we're coming back in June.
Well, we'll see what we drive in June.
Yeah, well, we might bring your truck. If there's something good, I'll be bringing your truck.
If it's worth it, yeah. I'm going to take a peek and see what diesel prices are over there right now.
Don't look.
It's like $5.50 a gallon here.
Oh, $5.50 a gallon would be a dream in California for diesel.
Yeah, I know.
Even in the best of times. All right. Yeah, we could do suitcases within suitcases, so then we have 4 to bring back.
Okay, I'm going to stop messing with these because they will even out some as they dry and cure up. But much more fun than they were.
Do you have an extra hand you can put this outside to dry?
Yep.
Now I got to figure out what I'm going to put in here.
This one? You want this out there to dry?
Yep.
Oh, it's warm. You've been
No. That one's dry.
What am I putting out there?
That one. I just wanted the sealer to dry.
Oops.
I will try to remember to use Love Bug milk paint this month. I just got to grab some. And the problem is when it's on sale, we sell everything that we have. So I can't take any because if it's for orders, I want to ship them out. So I'll try to get some enough that I can use it. So I've got the Saint Owen transfer, Saint Wen, and they've got the most beautiful florals in here. So I'm going to use this. I'm also going to use some of the words too.
All right, this is all dry now. If you're just joining, did this earlier. This little doll cradle. This clock.
Do we have
looks
a transfer
like it needs
stick?
another coat, actually. You had a transfer stick?
I could search for 20 years or I could just walk over to the drawer.
Yeah, just go grab one. Okay. I'm going to hurry and get a second coat on here and heat gun it.
It's right in front of my tray. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Lisa. Are you going to video your time at Kobe's? Yeah, I just don't know how much we're going to buy because it's not about us. It's about the people that we're with. But if they don't buy things that I want, I will be buying. And maybe they might, some people might just want to see how we shop when we're there. But first and foremost, we want to take care of all the people that paid to come junk with us. But we'll film. And we'll film part of the classes and stuff as long as the people teaching them are good. We'll film Debbie's shop. So the Thursday after we get back, that video will be all about California and thrifting. And I'm sure we'll find some time to pop into a Goodwill. Or Rancho Coastal is a really good store. Old and gray patina. Yeah, we haven't used that in a while. We don't do as much gray wood finishes, which is when it really shines. Yeah, we could use that. We used it a lot when we did dining tables and furniture.
Yeah, pretty much every dining table.
Oh, it's only $6.89 where Jennifer's at in California.
Oh, that's not crazy.
No. Seb drives a 1-ton truck. It can haul a lot of stuff.
Hauls too much stuff. It gets me in trouble. I'm like, yeah, I can bring that home.
See if anybody that lives in the area wants any of our big furniture. Then we could take stuff both ways. What is it called when you take an empty load? Deadheading?
Yes.
Then we don't have to deadhead with the truck on the way there. All right. Now that's pretty as is, but we're gonna add some things. Do you ever use the rose pink color and mix with red tones? Yeah, you can mix that. So you're talking about a veranda or rose trellis? Those you can
Trellis
mix.
rose.
You can totally mix trellis rose. Yeah.
Isn't that the
Milk paint.
yes? Uh-oh.
What do you need? Oh, we'll
Where's
probably be
Eliza
done in
at?
like half hour.
Eliza's having a friend over right
So she can't pick you up? What time do you have to leave to go to school?
I have to be here at 2.
Yeah, we're just finishing these projects.
What time is it now?
It's like 12:30.
Oh, you got time. We'll get you over there. Her transmission in her Subaru died, and so she's been driving Bertha. And they're like, bring it back in a week. Well, now it's been 2.
I'm going to a different place.
Oh, different place. Where?
It's in American Fork. It's called Check. I have good reviews.
Oh,
They said they could get it in today and check it and then have to next week.
oh, really?
Well, can you fit the e-bike in the back?
No.
She can't ride all the way to Provo from American Fork on
Did
the
you say
e-bike.
Provo?
No, it's in American Fork where she's dropping it off now, though.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say she could ride it back from American Fork, a little
Oh,
e-bike.
back over home?
Yeah. She'd be cute on Redrick's little Segway. She's not interested.
Odelia is like, nope.
That's how you get hit.
Oh,
Yes.
just take State Street. Wear a helmet.
We got a helmet you can wear.
Jack would lend you his little scooter.
Yeah,
His scooter only goes what, like
12.
12? Oh, does it even go 12 miles an hour?
Yeah, you can have those.
I added some letters to this. We're getting there. Yeah, Zeb almost put red on that cradle and it would have looked great. So you could totally mix them.
Okay, I'm gonna go put this outside. I have to paint the back of it. Hopefully it'll dry quick enough. And then I'll show you the, I'm just gonna distress it and I might do some just dark wax on this one. Cody, are you just waiting for somebody to throw your little snail?
Is anybody having a problem in YouTube? Because we just got a note that says YouTube is currently experiencing issues with their APIs that might prevent some users from going live on the destination. Nobody said they can't see us, so I guess we're all right.
Maybe that's why I had that little hiccup.
Maybe. I don't know what an API is, so.
I don't either.
Well, if you don't know, then I'm definitely not going to know because you're more techie than I am.
Trying to be less techy these days.
I'm tech adjacent.
I can't even see what.
In the what? Oh, yes. Thank you. Eliza's going to go tan, so she's covering the window.
Did you just stick it up with this pin?
Just put it over the top. That might not be long. That's not going to work.
You need like a whole
You're going to need a
towel.
whole towel, friend.
Yeah, is summer coming?
Oh, just use that blanket right there, sis.
You guys gonna go do some sunning?
No, Summer's not here. Maybe Paige.
Oh,
No, Paige is gone. She's on her cruise. You got another friend?
Macy.
Oh, Macy.
Yeah, yeah.
we got big floaties that like recline you in the pool, and one's losing air, so I gotta go see what's going on with that.
Ta-da! It's like a curtain. So pretty. Now we're getting there. We've got 3 elements on. I've got all these little butterflies.
You gonna put any on the outside?
Oh, that would be cute. I haven't thought about that.
I'm excited for our San Diego trip because I get to meet Matt. We've been meaning to meet up together for like 7-8 years now.
Yeah. I think he's pretty excited too. I told Dion that we're going to do a whole series of like when Zeb met Matt. Pick some like those awkward Sears photos. It's going to be hilarious. I don't know that the boys agreed with it, but we think it's a great idea.
What are you doing?
I wonder how he is at skipping. We can skip to the taco shop.
I don't know. Maybe he'll have to practice. My friend Dion's husband is going to be there, and Dad and Matt have been online friends for years. I've got one little butterfly on the outside. And then I'm going to put the last butterfly on the top here. Maybe coming that way. We got Chinese Saturday after you left. Last night we had Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, Redrick had a coupon.
And he a 20-ounce.
Yeah, he had a coupon and Jack got a free kids meal, but then Redrick had a 20-ounce steak. So it was not really a cost-saving venue for us. Make sure there's not a tortilla in this towel.
Yeah, you don't want that.
No tortilla towel. Only people that have been watching from the beginning will understand the reference. Ta-da! I did that way so the wax is shiny now. And then I just need to wax this little butterfly here, but I'll just go ahead and wax everything so it looks similar. Have you ever thought about making clocks with the beautiful China pattern plates, like broken plates, or like just drilling them in? We could do things like that. I'd have to look and see what the parts cost. So there is black all over this up here.
No. Well,
Yeah.
I hit it with some pink. You got green on your face.
I'm going to just distress that for you.
All right. You have the 220. I'll go get more.
There you go. Crisis averted. What? Do I ever put heat guns or high on medium heat? I don't. I just put them on high because I'm in a hurry always. You probably should use medium, but. Oh yeah, no, we haven't done that, but we could do whole plates and turn them into clocks. I just have to look and see the interest in those kinds of things and see how much they sell for to make sure it's worth the energy. But we could do that because we drilled through plates before when we did those tiered trays. And we do have a lot of plates.
I'm going to go pretty heavy, distressed, and shabby on this.
I'm going to start cleaning up.
Okay.
Does the pendulum work in this clock? I don't think so. I think it's just
it's battery powered and it does swing it. I didn't watch it long enough to see if it keeps swinging it like over time, but it did keep time for the 5 minutes I had it on and before I pulled the battery out.
I'm just cleaning up because we're going to give you up close shots of everything. Are you done painting, Zip?
I'm going to need the white linen out or whatever this is. Vintage linen. White linen is cottage color. Careful with that.
I think we're done painting for the day, though, after this.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
Because tomorrow, if you want to paint for the end of next Monday's video, we could do it before Waste on Wednesday. Today, we need to do the Saturday thrift haul. We got to pre-record that.
Yeah, we'll do that after I get done dropping Odelia off. Because you got to finish editing Thursday's video,
You're going to buy
don't
me
you?
a taco?
Oh, are you coming with?
Well, is there going to be a taco?
I was going to hustle back, but all right. Taco.
Just a little. It is Tuesday, Zeb. I don't make the rules. Taco Tuesday. I don't know who came up with it. Somebody.
I need to talk to every day.
I do like tacos every day. Says Laurel says the hilarious thing about me watching you guys is I'm not crafty at all, but I was inspired to paint an old hutch with DIY paint, and that's it. Just love watching you make amazing things. So how did your hutch turn out? I bet it turned out cute. I like to craft because I like to craft, but I also like to craft because I like what I like, and sometimes I can't find it, so I make it. Or I don't want to spend money, so I make it.
I keep losing these. I probably should just take them off. They just hang up here on a hook. Okay, pretty happy with that distress job on there. I was going to dark wax, but I think I'm going to clear wax, see what that looks like. And then even if I want a dark wax, I can still go back afterwards. Where did the clear wax brush go, though? You were
I
putting
did
stuff
not
away.
clean that up.
I said if I could have leftovers.
I
Yeah,
said
you
she could
can.
eat it.
No, it's fine.
Odeia's like, are these
Yeah, it's better to get.
leftovers up for grabs? I'm like, yeah, eat it. High chance that it'll be there tomorrow if you don't. And then the day after that, Mom will
Oh,
toss
hey,
it.
that's my steak though. Bite.
No, this is.
Oh, that's Chinese.
There was no steak.
Oh, there should be a box of steak in it. Maybe somebody ate my leftovers. Oh, that's right there.
Who sandwiched you that?
Roommates
Eliza's.
eating all my
There's
ice
homemade
cream.
come up bread in there that needs to be eaten.
The girls are apparently done with us having the video on spring break. They're just living their lives now in the background.
I'm hungry.
Birds got to swim, or birds got to fly, fish got to swim, girls got to eat. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to arrange this so Zeb can give you some close-ups. We got a lot of stuff done today.
Yep.
The guys at the shop will be so happy because they can like complete pulling all these orders. A transfer would be cute on the little window.
Oh yeah, we may be able to do that because I didn't wax that.
We'll clean it later off camera. And
Well, I was
do it.
going to clean it right now so that I could show them.
Oh, okay. You want me to grab the cleaner?
I might not need it.
There's a label on there. My stencil sub is here. It did get here.
Cool.
So I can grab it and use it before we go.
All right. Just need a little hit of this to clean that glass.
A little snoot.
Yep.
You might need some lemon oil. It's got sticky on there.
Where?
Where like the tag was.
Oh.
I can see it from this side.
Yeah, it's coming up. The spray way is winning.
Now is the time if you have questions. Just sitting here reading comments.
Oh, you know what? I need to paint. It's outside.
What do you need?
I'm probably not going to hook the pendulum and everything up on there, but just imagine it.
Oh, you needed to paint the back?
You know, that would be fun to put a transfer on.
You still have the white brush. I didn't grab that.
Yep. Instead of putting it on the glass, put a transfer on the back of this so that it shows through the glass.
Oh, yeah. That would be better, but you got to clean out that inside before we.
Yeah, it's going to get clean. I got to finish painting it too.
All right, well, let's show them. And then I'll do a little short later. You know how I do. The little, look at all the stuff we painted today. What's your favorite? I'm sure you guys have seen that.
All right, I do like that clock. Imagine the pendulum in there.
Donna, I do get, my bottom braces are gone. My top braces, hopefully next month, if they close the way that I want them to.
Okay, close-ups.
That
Medium
box in
paper was perfect on
I
that.
know, it turned out so cute.
Lots of decoupage today. Rice paper in there. Transfers here. Transfers here. Transfers on this box. DIY paint, white wax.
JRV rice paper from the subscription and golden ticket on this.
Yep. White linen and just clear wax on that. I like the distress on it. Look how good that distressed. So we're going to leave that. And then DIY in the
Petticoat pink.
petticoat pink. And then this is from
Is that from By Any Other Name?
By Any Other Name.
And
yes,
I use
these
St.
two.
Owen on that. And then, or St. Wen. And then on this box, I have ephemeral melange, all the labels and stuff. And the ephemeral melange on the sifter with petticoat pink. And then this is our medium floral gem paper. And that's also what's on this two-sided box here. So, all right, guys, if you need paint products, hit up JamieRayVintage.com. And if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jamie Ray Vintage for more
DIY.
and thrifting. And apparently Jack needing a spoon. Kids are getting hungry.
It's what?
I had breakfast. So.
Well, we told you we were going live.